This is my review of 30 Seconds Original Outdoor Cleaner Concentrate. Algae, mold, mildew, wipes out dirt and grime. Decks, fences, painted surfaces. That's what I'm interested in. We're doing a fence right now, and this stuff is great. It works awesome. I just mixed 1 part of this to 1 part water, so 1 whole gallon of this and 1 whole gallon. Fill it up with water. You know, add the 2 together. I put it in the Hudson, 2-gallon Hudson. Spray it on the fence and watch the grime come right off. Then you just spray it off after 15 minutes, dilute the area around it, and you're good to go. So that's me applying it. I'm going to do this dirty area here, then I'll rinse it off and I'll show you the results. Basically, this stuff is really great. It cleans it really good. I highly recommend it. You know, it's great in situations like this where I already power wash this, but I can't get down in between this retaining wall and the bottom of the fence. Well, I can just squirt, you know, some cleaner on there, come back in 10 minutes, hose it off, and it's ready to go. It's too close for me to get the power washer in there. And also, you know, like on this job, I had already power washed the majority of the fence. There's a couple areas that I couldn't reach or just didn't get to, and instead of bringing the whole power washing set up, all the equipment, just bring a couple jugs of this, good to go. Bring the hose, so you can see it across the way there starting to take a hold. This is a section that we did about 4 days ago. Look how clean it is. It's almost cleaner than the parts that got power washed. It is. It's more bleached white. And there, you can see it working. And then once I hose it off, I'll show you that as well. You can see the empty jug on the lawn there. 30-second cleaner. Great stuff. So here's the bottle again. 30 Seconds Original Outdoor Cleaner, Algae, mold, mildew. Decks, fences, concrete, gutters, siding, etc. Mix it 1 to 1, and dry spray it on, hose, rinse it off. It says you can keep it on there longer and scrub it, and all sorts of other stuff. It says you can extend the coverage by diluting it more, 1 to 4. Says don't let it dry, you know, pretty much dilute the area within 10 minutes. So this fence is out in direct sun. So basically I pumped up the Hudson. That's my preferred way to do it. I just mix it right in there. Obviously don't stand downwind. It is bleach. It will ruin your clothes. And then just hose it off, which is what I'm about to do now. And I'll show you the results. And that's it. Great. So it says to keep it wet, but that was really hard to do since I'm in direct sunlight. So I just sprayed it about 3 times. It's only really wet for 5 minutes or so. Not even. So you can see the black coming down in the water. You can see it coming off of there. It seems like it keeps working too after you've already rinsed it off. like this will just, it stays on there and it'll just continue to clean it throughout the day, really, as this fence dries. Such a hot day today, this thing will be dry in a few hours, and then we can stain it too by the time we get here. But usually I'd wait a day or so before staining on it after washing it. Just dilute the area as you go. So I ended up rinsing it off, and then I just used up what was in the Hudson just you know, finish it out. So I went back and forth about 4 times, about 4 coats. It says it wants to keep it, says to keep the product wet on there, but that's obviously hard to do when it's in direct sunlight. So it actually seemed like it was pretty good after I rinsed the hose off. Then the wood was kind of wet and didn't dry as quickly. And now just the final rinse. But this thing will be plenty clean enough once it fully dries in order for us to stain on top of it. And it's way less effort than the power washer, although the power washer really would clean this better. It'd get all this black off of there. That's still the best way to go, best bang for your buck. This 30-second cleaner where I'm at is about $9 a gallon. This whole fence is about 250 feet long. I used, you know, both sides I used about 2 gallons of gas in the power washer, if that. So even with the high gas prices, it's still cheaper. But yeah, I highly recommend. I think this is great stuff. I use it all the time. Hope you enjoy. Thanks.